Wow, everybody's pouring in. Let's see, we got Jatan, the new Freedom Homestead.
Nice.
Nice. Let's see. Hope.
I'm always up for the pursuit of bacon.
Hope. Autumn Girl Acres.
Yay.
Steph Martin Family Homestead. That's a new one, right?
It is.
Hello, welcome to our channel.
Oh. Hey,
Neona.
lovelies.
Pam Walker. Anita. Vina. Wallace Lake. Farmer Meemaw. Bonterre. Lonely Prepper. Perceiving a Life. Jazz Making You Smile. That's another new one.
No.
No?
No, she just hasn't been on in a while.
Oh, okay. Tanya.
All about the bacon.
Christy. Amy. Wallace.
He says
Brenda.
offline. Probably need to refresh.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Amy says, I like that t-shirt. I bet you do.
That's nice, isn't it?
This thing is like super hot.
I know.
If I know if I could get away with being able to shoot my rifle with it, I'd be on a deer stand like this. Showing my fucking blood.
Hey, Jason and Robin. Nice hat. Hey, Patrick. Angela. Karen. What's up, guys?
Emily says hello.
J-No wannabe. Hey, Floyd. Who made the hat? That was actually Palmetto Paratrooper's wife.
Yes, Miss
Amanda.
Amanda.
Yes, very cool.
What's up,
Who's the
Pickers?
bearded man? We've got the rain, so it's going to be a little loud.
A little loud?
Yeah.
I mean, I just got out of the deer stand and that rain started pouring.
Yeah.
Pouring
We were trying
down.
to put some meat in the freezer.
Isn't it Jatan that's always the one asking me what I miss?
Suburban.
What'd she say? Oh.
Still waiting on my notification.
I guess a lot of y'all are coming out of Hope's live stream.
Oh, look who that is!
That's the lady that doesn't like to cut my hair anymore. Mason jar up. Perceiving Light says it's snowing there today.
Yes, they're in. Is she in Indiana, maybe?
John and I are thinking about going as Jason and Robin for Halloween.
A happy married couple.
Oh!
They wouldn't have to do much. They already are happy. I don't know if my heart can take another winter, and this one's supposed to be really bad. Oh, yeah, that's rough.
Want to swap Perceiving a Life?
No.
Except for mine comes with like 3 kids and a donkey.
Mom must have got the rain. Yeah. I cannot reach you from here, sir. What live stream? I didn't see a live stream.
I just want to say thank you to everybody. Hope, thank you.
Even though he's mad at you. Still mad at you. I don't know if I should stay up north or go down south. Yeah, it is nice to have that rain.
Yeah, the problem is we've been having a lot the last couple of days. My pond's already full. It's overflowing in the back end. So.
But the ducks are happy.
Oh, yeah, this is perfect weather to be a duck.
Yep. As long as somebody doesn't set a trap out.
So,
Because I know how to catch a duck.
I'm going to be just straight up honest with y'all. We are going to be kind of awkward and little making bad jokes tonight. We're overwhelmed and humbled by the love that we're receiving right now. I really appreciate it. What's up, Prats? Jack the Caver. That's not. He is. Jack the Caver is now on my bucket list.
Wait. So you gotta revise that.
No, I know. I wanna.
Open mind, we love you guys, and sometimes you just have to let others be a blessing. Sounds like our neck of the woods, though, has actually been real nice past couple of days.
I cannot keep up with the chat tonight.
Shouldn't feel awkward, we're family. Jason, this might be perfect weather to be a Doug, but it's also perfect weather to be a Floridian. It's because we love you. Well, we love you guys, too. We really appreciate all y'all.
What did Tangy say?
You shouldn't feel awkward, we're family.
That's right.
We love you guys, even if you sometimes,
Big turd. So I went out to try to put some more groceries in the freezer, and it was sitting out there. And you know how that deer stand sits like this, right? Sitting like this. Oh, really? I could do it like this. Well, no, I need to be like this. Come on now, I'm trying to show. And the pasture goes whoosh out in front, right? You don't even care, do you?
Yeah, I do. But you sit at the back of the pasture where you can see our entire property.
Yeah, because
right.
I can make the 1,000-yard shot.
Right.
But off, and then, so where I sit, it's pasture. There's a creek bottom down at the bottom. There's and it's got hardwoods, and then I got hardwoods over here.
Right.
Well, because of working at the dairy, I didn't get back in there to
Clean
limb back
anything out.
some trees, and I paid for it tonight because she come walking down.
And you could hear her all day long.
I heard her all day long, and for about maybe 2 seconds, I could have had a headshot
or a foot shot.
I could have shot her feet.
Something tells me she knew that.
I don't get rain sting.
Clary Sage.
Okay, we got another one. Yo per mama.
Youper Mama.
Youper mama.
Hey, you finally made it to a live stream with
Welcome.
the phone.
Welcome.
I love those type of groceries. Yeah, we do too.
Yeah. And but she was a big girl now. She was healthy.
You did not just say that. You want to get hit.
Why are you turning all red?
Because you're a buck-faced gremlin, man. I know you didn't say that.
Floyd, I cannot confirm nor deny. But it has a really cool feature on it that you can set it to repeat however many times in time intervals. So, I mean, like if you want to have the call go off, let's say every 5 minutes, and
theoretically,
of course, metaphorically.
If you had this friend,
yeah,
that
you got a
wanted to
friend
use it.
that wanted to use it.
I knew it. I knew it was coming. Cornmeal.
So Pratt family sent me a picture. They got their box today. Super cool.
Yes.
So they sent me a picture, and I said, "Man, that's cool." And he's gonna be setting. For anybody that doesn't know, they bought some traps from us. We're super excited about it.
Yes.
And so he said he's gonna go out there and set them tonight. And I told him I wanted pictures of what he caught so he can put it in our catalog, and then we'll put the link to his channel in the catalog. But I told him, I said, "Look, man, I
Dee, I thought you were going to be humble and kind tonight. She's awesome. What? I call mine squishy. But anyway, to answer the questions, no, he didn't shoot it because he believes in...
If I don't have a good ethical shot, I'm not taking it.
Right. He's not going to maim the deer or have to chase it for...
And I mean, that's just one of the things that I've always been... And trust me when I tell you, I am better than average with a rifle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's guys out there better than me, but I practice a lot.
A lot.
Maybe more than I should. But what was I talking about before that? Oh, no, that wasn't it. We was talking about the call.
The call. Oh, Pratt.
Oh, yeah. And I told him, I said, man, I got, because see, he hit a doe the other night.
Oh, yeah, with his
van.
He said with his van. He said, well, you could always chase it down with a minivan.
And, well, see, that's the point. That's why I started telling the story.
Yeah.
And so that doe that I saw was bigger than the doe that he hit. And I actually, then I wanted him to be at, you know, because he's up there.
Uh-huh. And he's up in Michigan.
Yeah. So they get big deer up
They
there.
get big deer.
And so it was going to be one of those times that I'd have been like, boo, a Georgia deer's big, or, you know, one of them few times. But I could never get her to turn back around to come over the fence and come in through the hardwoods. But,
yeah, only kill to eat, not making an animal suffer.
And, oh, it was a button buck.
Oh, it was a button buck.
Oh.
Okay.
That would have even been better. But then I told him about it, and he was like, I almost hit 3 more with the minivan tonight. And I'm like, I need to go to Michigan.
It's too darn cold in Michigan.
So you got to get over that.
And they got funny accents there. Have you ever heard a person from Michigan? Yes. Not that Southern people sound any
Hogs
better.
Shoot Creek Farmstead. Hello from Oklahoma.
Shooter Creek.
Shooter Creek.
Hog Shooter Creek Farmstead. Hello, hello.
How are you doing, sir?
Hello.
And Pratt's, that was not me.
No, I love it, but it's different. It's like, it's almost like, no, you know, I used to live in Pittsburgh a long time ago when I was a kid, and you can tell their accent's different than anywhere else.
Mark's here.
And so don't forget to hit the thumbs up.
I'm going hunting with Mark.
Yes, they have a very interesting, their accent is definitely definitive of Michigan. Like, you can tell. We had a friend, what's his name? Larry. Larry was from Michigan. You could always tell that he was from Michigan.
Come to Minnesota. Now, see, Minnesota, they
have an accent too. Yeah, I mean, all over the country.
So here's the thing.
Accents.
He said Jenny saw 9 last night, 2 being bucks. Okay.
Hunted with the van.
And everybody else is talking about they're seeing them on the roadside last night. Last night, Robin and I went to go pick up my truck. And we got, I don't know, what, 3/4 of the way home. And
there was one on the side.
It started hiccuping.
Oh, the truck. Yeah. Oh.
It started hiccuping. My radio started flashing. Like one of my idiot lights come on because, look, that's what they're called when you get like the check engine light or your oil light or your amperage light. Those are called idiot lights. I don't know why.
That's just what they call them.
That's what my daddy said they were called. So I don't know if he was referring to me as a teenage boy or what, or my mom, because my mom's like, this light came on in the car. So
idiot.
So
I'm sorry.
And so all these lights started flickering, and my lights started dim. My interior lights started dim, and I went, oh! And so we called my mechanic back, Tracy, because I know zero about a diesel motor. Be the first one to tell you. Be the first one to stand up in the room and say, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing.
Hello, aloha, Quill.
I don't know anything about a diesel motor.
Right.
And so he said, turn around, see if you can get it back to the house. or back to his shop. And really, I think it's his daddy's house, his daddy's land where his shop's at. But
Something,
anyway,
yeah.
so we start going. I'm boogity, 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 boogity. And it starts doing the thing a diesel motor does. And it died. And I'm coasting down a hill. And I'm like, I'm gonna ride it like it's a Prius. I'm just gonna coast
Let it coast.
And so it started to slow down. And I had to muscle it over because power steering was going, all that was going. Muscled it over. That was at about 7:15. 7:15. We finally got a tow truck.
1:35.
1:35 in the morning. So that was very interesting. So
no notification. I love it. I love YouTube. I just do. Absolutely love it.
So
see, that's what we're starting to think is it's got to be either the alternator that he just fixed, it was just a bad alternator, or it's a battery. We're not sure.
that was the very first, and the thing that I'm leaning more towards right now that it's probably a bad alternator is because he didn't call me
Yeah.
today.
Probably just gonna fix it.
Hello,
Allison.
Because that was the first words out of his mouth. I bet they sent me a bad alternator. And I know he bought it brand new because
Yeah,
the box
he still had it in the box.
He still had the
Yep.
box. And so
Oh.
it took forever for USAA to get a tow truck out there. So
And
personally,
the thing was, the area we were in, hold on. Tell them about the area we were in while we
No.
were sitting there. Okay, fine, no.
I mean, why were we sitting there? Because it was in the middle of nowhere. And by the time when we pulled over, when we were calling the first time, we had 3 dudes slow down and hard look at my truck.
Yeah.
Like looking at it hard.
And the to be fair, the guy that fixed it for us even said, I'll send my tow truck driver out. I just don't know when he can get there.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to leave the truck unlocked with the keys in it. No. Not happening. So, you know.
Yeah.
So we decided we would just sit there and wait with it. And I mean, we didn't think we were going to be there 6 hours. We could have gone home. And really, in hindsight, again, we wouldn't have known this. But if we knew it was going to take that long, we would have locked and I don't even know that we would have, because the area was just, it's not well lit. It was on a turn. It's something, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's crazy. And of course, we had people that kept trying to say it's not USAA because it's a third party. But the thing is, USAA was coordinating all of it, and they didn't check behind themselves, and that's why it took 3 times of sending a truck driver before we actually got one. You know, they send all these cool notifications. You're going to get this person, you're going to get that person, and an hour and a half later they don't show up. And nobody's checking on you to see, and you got to call back and check on them. So, I don't need that.
Somebody's a little upset still.
I mean,
So upset she knew better than to call customer service today because she would lose her entire religion.
yeah, I totally left it alone because I knew if I talked to somebody today, it would not have been good. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that, like, I know it was third parties that were dropping the ball, but they're responsible for calling those third parties and checking back to make sure, and they never did. And it was me calling saying my tow truck's not here yet, and them going, wait, what? And then that was, you know, it was horrible. So it was just annoying.
I'm gonna shut down the live stream.
No, you're not.
But
She's just listening. She's just listening. She's fine.
So, we had a nice, romantic Wendy's supper because it was like the only place that didn't look like you'd get salmonella in this little town. And
which I still can't believe we paid what we paid for what we got, but whatever. Some of these places have lost their mind about what they charge for food, and then try to pass it off as food.
And so we ate it underneath the moonlight of the Prius moonlight, sitting behind the Dodge with the romantic flicker of the four-ways,
hazard lights, and at times the obnoxious hold music.
See, that's Jack Gaber said. My dad drives a tow truck, and he could have been there before that from Kentucky.
That's what
I know.
We were in touch with Nunda. We were talking to her, and she's like, "Well, hell, we could have been there by now." And then I had Dana Sullivan. She said the same thing. She's like, "Well, hell, we could have been there." And I said, "I know, but I mean, it just." The problem is you don't know until it actually gets, it's just silly.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really silly.
So
I finally got to the third one, and I was like, look, this is not cool. And I know it's not. And by the time the third one happened, that guy knew.
Well, so you're skipping over a lot of stuff. Because,
okay,
Freedom Maker said, Paradise by the Dashboard Light. I thought, I was trying to set the mood, trying to be a little romantic as best I could.
Romantic?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, baby, let's make out because nobody's around is being romantic.
I was just playing.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yeah.
But they're not, if you look back at it though, baby, we had a little bit of fun. I mean, we got to talk like we did when we were dating.
Mm-hmm.
When you weren't looking at Facebook.
Oh, hello. Who could have been there? You could have called and Trophy would have picked you up. Okay, so it wasn't that we needed a ride. We had the Prius. It was towing the truck to the location. And that was the other thing. To make matters even worse, I had to pay an overage fee because they had to it was outside of whatever their parameters are. So we had to pay like $9, which of course we're gonna get back because there's just no way that we're gonna be silent about that ever. So, new accessory for the truck, copy of Meatloaf's Paradise by the Dashboard Light. Kitty's here. Hey, Kitty.
Hey, Kitty.
But yeah, so that was the thing is like, we did get a chance to kind of visit with each other and start trying to come up with some ways that we could generate some income. We had some really good ideas. We're going to work on some diffuser necklaces. Came up with some really great ideas for that.
Gonna do some woodworking projects. So
yeah.
we'll be selling some bat houses, bird houses.
So yeah, we're trying
some
to.
Other things
Blaze is
too.
making some walking sticks. So we're working on trying to create some more products to generate a little bit more income. While we're waiting on Jason for the post office to start.
I did get the job.
Yes.
Praise God. But I'm only going to be working for the beginning every other Saturday.
Now I imagine they're going to keep you more than that just to train.
Well,
right.
I've got to go through my orientation and a little bit of my training, and then it'll be every other Saturday or when the guy is sick or when he is on vacation.
Yeah.
Then when we get closer to the holidays, because everybody buying stuff off of Amazon now, that they will because the route is 81 miles. It's an 81-mile route. So they'll probably end up splitting that in half, and he takes one half, and then I take the other half.
Right.
So super excited about that.
Yeah. And
because it's basically an entry level position.
Right.
And once I get my foot in the door, then it's going to be easier to get what they call a career position where you get the benefits.
And that's the end goal. Like, everybody kept asking me, they're like, why is he even wasting his time with the post office? Because he's only going to get to work a couple days a month. And I was like, well, yeah, at first. But we're not the kind of people who try to get rich quick. We're the kind that we're going to pick something that, you know, is going to be worth his time. And so he's got to put in his time before he, you know.
And then Amy, in the interview process, I told, because she said, look, she goes, you can keep being self-employed and you can keep get another job if you want to. She said that the post office, though, when we call, we expect you to be able to come in.
Drop what you're doing.
Drop what you're doing and come in. I said, okay. I said, I've already committed from the 11th of October to the 13th of October to speak at a Homesteaders of America conference. And she said they will have that covered. Mama asked, do I have to use our own car? Yes, and I get paid extra for that. I get paid mileage.
What's not, no, well, I thought they said that they were going to give you a certain amount.
Yeah, that's basically, she said that's basically what the mileage comes out to, is that amount that I told you.
Oh, okay. But what's great about that is, like, that's supposed to be to cover gas, but if he's in the Prius and he's doing a lot of where he's at like 35 or under,
I'm on the battery.
He's gonna be on the battery. So, you know, so he's definitely gonna get more than just his hourly pay out of that. That mileage will definitely be more than what he'll spend in gas. So that will be nice as well.
So, and again, it's an entry-level position, so if something opens up inside the post office itself, I'll be able to say, hey, I want to do that. And then if I got to test up for it, then I'll have to take another test, but usually I won't have to. With the test I took was pretty much a blanket test for all.
Yes, you took
for all positions.
So one lost dude said benefits are worth more than the pay. Absolutely.
Yeah. Their benefits are crazy.
Yeah, there is maintenance and insurance. You're right. You're right. That's true. That is something to keep in mind. Yes. Definitely got to keep that in mind. And check with your insurance. Right. That's another thing. We're going to have to report that he uses it for work as well. So that might change something as well.
What else was I going to say? I was going to say something else. I forget.
I don't know. I'm just trying to crochet over here. Take the wear and tear off your taxes. Mileage pay will be a new extension cord. See, now we don't have one of those. Ours is it's a hybrid. So it doesn't have an extension cord. That was the other thing. Okay, so it's almost like God knew we were going to end up having our.
I remember.
We were going to have that issue because we stopped to go to the bathroom and I filled up, well, didn't fill up, but I put some gas in my tank because I only have like 20 miles left in my tank. So we went ahead and did that.
I was in Okinawa, Mama. I can already do it. I just got to remember.
And so when we were sitting there waiting, we kept the car on and the battery would, get down to like 2 bars and then the gas would cut on. But we were there so long that I burned 2 gallons of gas. And that's a lot for the Prius.
Yeah, considering it's only a 10-gallon tank.
Yeah.
So I had to go take my drug test for the post office,
Friday.
Friday?
No, you did it Friday.
I did it yesterday.
Yeah.
And so I said, okay. So I drank a big old honking thing of water and tea.
While we were at lunch.
I just pounded them. I had to take, because I didn't have much, I had to take her back to her job and then go to where the drug test place was. By the time I got there, man, I was busting at the seams.
Well, tell people why you do that.
And so I walked in, handed the lady paperwork, said, I'm here for my drug test, give me the cup. And she's like, okay, well, you got to fill this paperwork out now. I said, you don't understand, give me the cup.
I got to pay.
And she's like, I
don't think you understand.
I don't think you understand. You got to fill this out. So I filled it out real quick, and my handwriting probably looked like a kindergartner's. Because, I mean, my handwriting's not great to begin with. But when I'm doing the pee-pee dance, trying to write. Probably not so good. Well, then they had this lady that was calling, and she was one of the doctor's patients. Basically, he was her primary care doctor, and she's like, they kept telling her he's in Athens. They keep transferring her to Athens, and as soon as she hears, hi, welcome to the Athens clinic, she'd hang up, and then call them back in Hartwell. So his nurse was the lady that was giving my drug test, so she took the call. In the meantime, I'm standing out there going, anchors away, my boys. No! Ho! I'm out there. Woo! And I finally looked at the lady and I said, ma'am, we're at that point now where we have two choices. One, you give me the cup. Or two, go get a mop bucket because I'm fixing to pee on your floor. Because in the waiting room, no bathroom.
Nope, you got to go back behind the door to get to the bathroom.
And she's like, oh, hold on a second, sir. And about that time, that little nurse, she's about as big as Amy, come out. Wham. And I said, give me the cup, give me the cup, give me the cup. And she's like, well, we got to go back here. And I said, look, lady, I had to take drug tests in the Marine Corps where they would watch me. I am not, I'm ready. Okay? Give me the cup. I'll do it right here, right now. You can watch. I don't care.
You were already starting to drop trowel.
And she's like, come on, come on, come on. So she starts running. Get to the back. She's like, put everything, take
everything out
of your pockets, put them here. And she's ripping the cup open, and then she hands me the cup and walk over to the bathroom, and I'm already getting ready to go. And she's like, let me close the door. And she closes the door, and I peed in the cup, got back out, and she said, you weren't kidding. You were going to pee in front of me. I said, ma'am, in the United States Marine Corps, when you had random drug tests,
you didn't have a choice.
You had some guys that really enjoyed their jobs, or some girls that really enjoyed their jobs because they were like,
so.
I said, so I just got in the habit of drinking 6 gallons of water before I'm about to bust at the seams so I didn't get stage fright.
Stage fright. Yeah, they weren't even going to watch him. They were just going to let him go to the bathroom. And I told him, I said, I had an employee at one point where I worked that, he went to extensive measures to be able to pass his.
So,
and they didn't watch him either.
And it was just one of those that I was like, whew. And then she was like doing all the other paperwork. She was kind of still rushing. And I said, you can slow down now. I can stay all day. The other part's done. And then when I told Mama Oldways, I said, I just took my drug test. And she's like, did you study? And I said, yeah, my answers were jumping out onto the paper.
Oh my God. Yeah, and then I get a text message. She said, I was thinking, either I'm going to get this job or we're going to be millionaires because we can sue doTERRA. And it took me a second to try to remember what he was talking about. He was talking about the fact that he uses Copaiba, and there's always this thing about, because it's a cannabinoid, that it, he was worried about testing positive, but it doesn't have THC. Mm-hmm. So I was like, that's not even possible. He's like, well, we'll see. I'm like, you're not going to pop positive for Copaiba. So it was kind of funny.
Was he wearing Depends at the conference? No, Amy didn't even let me have anything to drink, so there was nothing to keep.
Yeah, he didn't even get water until 4 o'clock.
Anytime Amy seen me, she was like, get back in your booth. Whoosh.
No, she wasn't. No, it was more like, Bear, get over here.
So, It was just one of those that was interesting.
Yeah, that was quite the fun. So, you gotta share with everybody your email.
You on?
Yeah. Tell everybody your email. You're so excited. He was fangirling by the computer.
It's not fangirl.
Oh, okay. You were in mid-sentence and you saw it pop up on your screen and you were like, oh, I don't even want to open it. Oh, no, actually, okay, I take that back. No, that was the first one. The first one, we were sitting here and we were getting ready to do a doTERRA business class. And we were sitting here talking and all of a sudden a little notification popped up on the side of the screen. And he was like, do you see that? And I was like, yeah, open it. Well, it was an email from Daniel Salatin because we emailed Polyface and sent the pictures like Joel had asked Jason to do. So
of our Hawk Scrambler.
Hawk Scrambler. And so...
Patent pending.
So we sent the picture and Daniel emailed back and apparently Joel had not...
You see, you're skipping around.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. That was the second email.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and tell the story then.
And he was thanking us for the pictures, and he had a question because we sent multiple different pictures, and so we explained, basically no, it was one big scarecrow, and we just took close-ups of everything.
So we could see the detail, yeah.
And I said, but if you need me, if you need us to explain anything else, or if you need any help with the traps, because Mr. Salatin said you were going to be the ones messing with the traps, I said, just let me know. And I said, and how are you going to anchor these traps anyway? You guys need help with that? And the next email I got from Daniel was traps. What traps?
I didn't hear any traps.
This is the first time I'm hearing about some traps. And we just typed back. We went, oops.
I guess he hasn't shared those.
I said, I guess Mr. Salatin may be keeping those traps for himself.
Oops.
And then, what was it? A couple of hours later, or the next day?
It was the next day because I was at work. That happened Thursday. Yeah. And then Friday, I'm at work, and all of a sudden, my phone starts going, bzzzt, 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 and I'm like, what is going on? And I look, and it says, OMG. Read the email. OMG, OMG, OMG. And I'm like, what is going on? So I have a notification for an email message. I scroll to click on it, and before I even click on it, it says Joel Salatin. And I was like, oh God, he's dying at home right now. And so, Amy, you are so mean. Did you know that Joel's watching your live show? I'm totally kidding. Don't freak.
That is so not even funny.
So anyway,
I would pass out if it came up in a chat box. No, I really am.
Mm-hmm. So basically, yeah, don't tell him that. He'll pass out cold. So he writes Jason this email, and I need to pull it up because it's actually pretty cool how he put it.
Well, Mr. Salatin himself sent me another email.
Thanking Jason for... Oh, wait. He has his own special folder. I forgot. Is it under the man?
No, I think it's under Polly.
For sure it's not under Homesteading God or anything like that.
The Godfather, thank you.
The Godfather. Susan Ratcliffe, hello.
I know Susan Ratcliffe.
She's like, but it so is funny. Okay, so he says, hi Jason, thank you for this. And the thing was, I guess he reads the emails from Polyface as well. So I guess he was responding not knowing that Daniel responded. So he read his own thing. So it says, hey Jason, thank you for this. You beat me to it. I have your card on the desk, but haven't had a chance to get to you yet. This is definitely going above and beyond the call of duty. This is fantastic. I misunderstood your explanation and thought you had cut down the edges and left a much more splayed look. I'm in Mississippi teaching the Stockman Grass Farmer Pork Production School and mentioned this today. A Navy veteran told me that one of the best ship protective devices is an aluminum graffiti cannon that fires out when they sense an incoming missile. It scrambles the guidance systems of the missiles. Sounds crude, but she said it was the best working system they have even right now. Fascinating. Hawk Scrambler. Very cool. Sounds like something marketable there. Best of luck, Joel Salatin. So
he named my scarecrow Hawk Scrambler.
Very cool. Lord of the Farms.
So
it's under the folder called Man Crush. It's really funny. So, so somebody had asked earlier what I was making. I am making a cowl that is going to overlap, like, let's see. It's bigger than a scarf, obviously.
See, Amy says you better patent that thing. I don't know how.
Yeah, we gotta patent it. We gotta go to the patent office.
Where is one of those at?
No, I think you can do it online. So it's gonna be like this, but it's going to overlap. I've still got another row or two, but it's going to button and overlap like that. So, anyway, it'll be on the website once I'm done with it. If I don't take it to the... If it doesn't sell, it's going to a craft show. We're gonna go up in the Prius. We got a table up by Dana Sullivan for like $10, so it didn't make sense to not take that opportunity to earn some money, because $10 and then a little bit of gas in the Prius, it'll be worth going up there to see if we can make some revenue that way. And we're going to be working on...
I do too, Christy. I think, and they always say, you don't want to meet your heroes.
Thank you. It is you can't even see, but it's black and pink. I'm not a pink person.
I don't ever get to talk.
But it's black, gray, and pink. Well, I was talking, and then you just started talking over me. But whatever. Look at it in the replay.
I will.
So anyway, go ahead.
Don't touch me, girl.
Love you, honey.
I don't remember what I was saying.
Exactly. Oh. You don't know what you were saying. It's hot in here. You were checking out my butt.
Shh, it's a family-friendly show, and yes, it was. Do you have an Etsy shop, Rob?
No, we have a website, and there's a shop on the website. Because, see, Etsy takes money and PayPal takes money. So we just chose to go ahead and put a shop on our website. And then that way we only have to incur the cost of PayPal instead of that as well. All of my favorite colors. Show it again.
But, Miss Christy, I really like Joel Salatin too.
Very
I got
pretty.
just about every one of his books. They say you never want to meet your heroes because you'll be extremely disappointed.
Which we have been in the past.
Mm-hmm.
We met Ken Ham.
Ken Ham, and that was very hard for me to get over.
And, they're in Kentucky, so they may have met him, but...
Because Ken Ham came to a homeschool conference and talked, and it was a huge letdown for us. So I was a little nervous about meeting Joel because I really didn't want that to happen with Joel. And it pumped me up even more because that is so not what happened with Joel. Joel was everything that you think he's going to be and then some.
Yes. And he's so down to earth. Like, he was not troubled for people to come up and talk to him. Yeah. And he was so humble because, like, he was sitting there signing all these books, and then he's carrying the books back, and he's like, those are some book buying fools. Like, he had no idea that people wanted to buy his book. Like, he was just floored.
He was floored at the conference. He basically almost sold out of books. He said, I can't believe how many people bought books.
Yeah.
And I said, Mr. Salatin, do you know where you are? And do you really know who you are? And he kind of looked at me and I said, you are like the homesteading godfather.
Yeah.
And Ken Ham was a huge.
We had him at we had the opportunity, and it was the first year I think that Jason went with me. Like, it was a big deal because we were going to the homestead or the homeschool convention together for the first time. And so it was one of those things where well, it was one of those things where we were excited that we were going to get to hear him speak. And he had he had a booth because they have a curriculum as well, the Answers books. And they're really good books, the new Answers books and all that stuff. But anyway, what ended up happening is we listened to him speak, and we listened, you know, to we were hanging on every word. And
Thanks, Mel.
So basically what happened is afterwards we went up to ask him a question because one of his books we had an issue with. And it wasn't really us, it was the kids. They pointed it out to us that two of these books kind of contradicted each other. And so we were like, so which one is it? Because we figured it was just they just missed something or whatever. And he basically told us, he gave us the answer that in his talk, he told us that Christians should not do.
That we should educate ourselves and never ever have to give that answer, and that's the answer that.
And that was the answer he gave us, and we were like.
And then when I asked him about that, I said, "Well, you just told us not to be able to give that answer," and he got up and walked away from me.
Yeah, he couldn't be bothered. Like he was, and I'm gonna say this, he was pissed that he had to be at that booth. His attitude was, the way he was portraying himself at that moment. Now, he could have been having a bad day, don't get me wrong. But he got up there and he was all happy, giggly, smiley, doing his talk on the stage. But then he went over to his booth and it was like, I cannot be bothered. I have got better things to do than sit here. And
yeah,
it was just very disappointing. Yeah.
But the books are great.
Mm-hmm.
The Answers in Genesis books. The
two, the books there's a guidebook for
the aquarium and a guidebook for zoos.
For the zoo, and they are awesome books. But that was the thing we were asking about, was the otter is in both books. And I mean, he could have said the river otter and the land otter, but of course he didn't do that.
I thought they were right up there.
Let me look. Oh, they're right here, I think. Maybe? No.
No, that's science notebooks.
That's the science curriculum.
So. But anyway, they're really good books.
Mm-hmm. Great resources.
Robin, how much are you going to sell that cow for?
I have no idea. I don't ever know how to price that stuff.
Here's the thing with my wife. She does not believe in herself as much as I tell her how great her products are, and she does not believe that it's good.
Oh my God, what am I doing? I wish y'all could see this right now. I am dragging yarn all over. It was wrapped around me. Oh, and it started to unravel. Here. There were those
So
stupid
she'll
books.
probably sell it for like $3 or something.
No, I don't know.
She'll basically maybe sell it like 5 cents over what she's got in yarn.
$10 more than what you think it should start.
Here is the zoo guidebook from Answers in Genesis. And they're really cool.
Hey, Nicole.
Like take the lion, for example. Okay? Boom. They have all of this great little information. Design, the features, a fun fact, creative, and it'll say lion created on day 6.
And it has all this, and I'll tell you, it's an awesome tool to talk to people, like to witness to people.
Yeah, it is a great witnessing tool.
We would go to the zoo or to the
No,
aquarium,
you wouldn't.
and we would have that book with us, and people would be like, "What are you looking at?
Well, see,
Can I get that at the gift shop?"
The funny thing was with the aquarium one. See, Ladessa loves the Georgia Aquarium.
Yeah.
So
That was one of those that sucked this year. We couldn't take her for her birthday.
So usually for her birthday every year we go. In the first couple of years, we would just take this with us until it got a little freaky. really until like Dessa had the thing memorized.
Yeah.
We were. Where are the sharks?
Yeah, there was an exhibit at the Georgia Aquarium for sharks that year.
Yeah. Okay, so we were in the shark section, right? Boop. And we were just going through and we were reading it. And the next thing I know, I turned around and there was like 20 people behind us.
Like looking over our shoulders.
Looking over to our shoulders, and where'd you get that book? I said, oh, you got to go to Answers in Genesis to get the book. So this is a biblical guide versus this billions of years stuff. This is.
Look at us, Robin. I'm looking. I'm reading, guys. I promise.
And then these people started following us around, and it was like I was running for office. I mean, Robin and I would read the stuff, and bam. Why is simply saying seriously? What did we miss?
I don't know.
Let me go back up.
I guess everybody's saying I'm not charging enough.
Oh, because we said hello, right? I know you said hello.
Yeah, I said hello.
I said hello.
Wait, slow down. Hold on. Robin, please hold it up. I'll hold it up in a second. They should really be $30 to $45 each. What? Charge at least $25 to $30 for your cowl. I crochet and you can never fully charge for your time and materials, but a rule of thumb is price of materials times 30. I agree, no less than 30. Price of materials times 3. Bare minimum, I would charge Cowl by Robin starting at 25. Oh my God, are you serious? I love Answers in Genesis. Yeah, their material is awesome. I mean, it is great. This cowl is going to have some buttons on it unless somebody doesn't want it.
Oh, about the sharks, yeah.
Oh.
My bad.
Oh, but we weren't really...
I wasn't jabbing at you.
No, that was a true.
That was a true story.
That was what it was. We were actually at an exhibit, and it literally, it was saying billions of years this, billions of years that, and then you went to the aquarium guide, and it gave the alternative to that.
Are they auctioning off your...
Apparently, but right I think we're gonna.
Hello, Bandana Grandma.
But yeah. So it's a great.
How long you been here, Bandana Grandma? Because you said the hello with the question mark. Did we miss you too?
I'm gonna hold it up.
You
I know
are
some
so
people...
failing in the comments tonight, honey.
Well, I'm kind of sorry.
Yep,
what?
Right there. Hide your tongue.
Oh, sorry, Bandana Grandma. We missed you.
Sorry, Bandana Grandma. Suburban's gonna pay you $40 for that.
Okay. Check your Facebook real quick, Jason. But it's gonna be like this, so it'll... What did he send? So it's gonna look like... Oh my God. Too long to not get a hello. I know, we didn't see it. No, we're not mad at you at all. So this is what the
Oh, no, stop. Let me see if I can show this.
I don't think you'd be able to.
Oh.
I don't know if you'll be able... Okay, wait. Hold on. Well, wait, it's got the... There you go. Now. Look at Mike. He's got the traps attached to his beard and his shirt. Oh, that was funny. Oh, man.
Oh.
Jason's face is red. It's funny. Like, that's hilarious.
Oh, that is too stinking funny.
Yeah, well, I'll get with you, Suburban. We'll figure it out. But it's beautiful. I mean, it's really pretty. I'm going to make more of these. They're very warm. So anybody in the north that's looking for something like this thing is like, I mean, just putting it over my shoulders just now, it's very warm. And it's that really kind of soft material.
Oh. Thanks, Mike. I needed that laugh.
Yep.
Oh, I ain't had a good belly laugh like that in a long time.
He's like, I finally figured out. Because the thing is it says, He said it's kind of
Traps also work for missing
buttons.
Yep, I think that picture is definitely probably going in the old catalog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Yeah, Rebecca, I'll get with you. We'll figure out. I didn't mean to make you cry. I see a trap marketing image, definitely.
Oh.
No, those traps, all joking aside, I absolutely love those traps.
Oh, that was funny.
Hope said, sold to the dog saving alcohol drinking wrench wielding suburban hillbilly. Sounds like her wrestling announcement. Can I make socks or house shoes? Yeah, probably.
Oh, I probably should ask this in private, but I want to kind of put you on the spot, Amy. Can I introduce? No, never mind. I'll ask you in private. I forgot. I don't know if that's public yet or not. Amy, I need to talk to you in private. Not private. Mark can be there, and so can Robin. But
just like I have a really cool pattern for, and it's on our website. It's a hat that actually turns into a cow, which is pretty.
Oh, show them their hat that you made.
Which one?
The one I took off.
I think you still have it over there somewhere.
I have it over here.
Because you had it on your head.
Yeah.
But that one's really neat too. It's got a stripe in it, and it's right here. It's got some stripes in it. He stretched it out though. But it's got blue. See, Elberton here is blue and gray. So I made it blue and gray stripes. And he can turn it up if he needs to. Whichever way he needs to turn it up. Yeah, but he, Did Robin know I said you were hot yesterday? What?
I was going to let that one just go on by.
I agree.
But...
Don't forget the WWE music intro. Yeah, we're going to have Emily posing, doing her pose. Can I have your phone real quick? Nice hat. Yeah, it is a cool... I love making hats and scarves. The one in what I was getting ready to say, the one that's on the website, it's a hat and a cowl. So it cinches up at the top and it has a tie, and it's a nice hat, turns up, keeps your ears warm. And then if you go inside somewhere, you could take the hat, untie it, and pull it down, and it's like a cowl, which is really cool. So that's another one, and I think I've got that one on the website for like $20. So.
She also made me a cloak. Now that puppy, it was fleece on the outside,
flannel on the inside.
Flannel on the inside. I would take it with me out hunting, and especially when I was taking the girls.
Which is it was really cool.
Nice thing about it is I could sit down on the ground, and it was big enough that I could wrap it all the way around, and I could just sit there, and it broke up the human pattern. So and she had it green, so I kind of looked just like an old stump sitting there.
And warm. He didn't have to take his jacket with him. And we had some cold, like that year we had some cold.
I don't know how many times I told you, I had squirrels jumping on my head, on my shoulder.
And I still have all of that because we were going to make one for everybody in the family. So I have all the material to make one, but that puppy would be expensive.
Mark, that might be something that you want. I'm telling you, I would go out there, I'd have a regular coat on, go out there, and I would, especially if I was sitting on the ground, I'd take my coat off, set the coat down on the ground, because it was basically a, my camouflage coat.
Let's be real.
And then I would put the cloak on, and I would have like one of the girls either sitting beside me, or they would sit in front of me. Most of the time I had them sit beside me. And then they'd wrap it out, and then wrap it out. And then they could sit right there, and I'd have the hood on my head. And then we would just sit there and wait.
Yep.
And most of the time, the girls would go to sleep.
And they'd be nice and warm.
The deer wouldn't come because they'd be snoring.
Yeah.
But you got them out in the woods.
Mm-hmm. You're the space-saving option. I love it. That's great. Yeah, I'll probably start making those cloaks again, but because I have all the material for it, I bought a bunch of it. But it takes a good bit of my time. It is time. It's more than material, because I got the material, and not that anybody really cares. I got the material on sale and I bought it 4 years ago. So
And she makes all my what I call comfy pants, basically
fleece pants.
Fleece pants. You guys remember some of the old ones I used to wear? You guys used to see in the live stream, like the hot pepper ones, the coyote.
I can make
coyote
flannel ones too.
The
So if you find a flannel,
I know Hope's seen them because I want them at her house.
Yeah. The thing is, like, a lot of people, you know, they love, like, there are some people that are Walking Dead fans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the thing is that you can buy that cool print of flannel that you'll never be able to find in a store for flannel pajama pants.
That is awesome. And it can also, like, sometimes I take it out, like, with me during bow season. And I'll take the ends, if I'm going to sit on the ground, mark, and it becomes an instant ground blind.
Yeah.
And so if I go to hunt on a WMA somewhere, literally a couple of clothespins or a some 550 cord, instant ground blind.
Yeah, Andy said, I remember the hot pepper ones from a live stream. Those are awesome. Yeah. And he was, you know, he loves Superman and Wolverine, and so I can always find different patterns each year of the different, like, superhero. You can usually find, they'll do a new pattern each year. But just to tell you how good quality the stuff is that I've made, even when I was still kind of learning, I made a blanket for LaDessa, a blanket for Carol, and then a year later I made one for Jason, and then a year after that I made one for Blaze for Christmas gifts. And LaDessa, I made her blanket for her when she was 2. And she just turned 10. And that blanket's been around for 8 years, and it's still just as good today as it was.
Junior, that's the one that wants 20 kids, not 19.
Okay, so Bandana said, Suburban, honestly, I almost typed Suburban loves Bandana Grandma about a minute before he posted that. I had a fleece blanket made for my husband. It's so, yeah. Well, the thing that I've found is that fleece on one side, flannel on another is actually a really good blend for a blanket. Because you have that soft side of the flannel that breathes, but then you have the really heavy fleece side that if you need to flip it around, you know, you can use that way. So, he's in bed. He has to rest up before he gets all those kids. That's true. That's why it's a good rule to charge price of materials times 3. It at least covers material plus a little to make more and a little more for your pocket. That's a good way of thinking of it. That's a good, I'm working on it. I'm on Jason's phone and I can't get to it. I'm trying. I really am.
Let's see, what else were we talking about? Oh, you see how she's talking about these blankets that she made? Now ask her, how many of them will she actually let on our bed?
Because they're not big enough for our bed. The ones I've made are like, you know, you're sitting on the couch and you need something to cuddle up next to.
Ask her the mink blankets that I brought back from Korea. Would she let those on the bed?
Not anymore.
No. Why? Because Mark wants a cloak. She gets too hot. But yet, this is the same woman that looks at me and says, I'm getting tired of waiting for my beaver blanket.
Keep me in the loop if you start making cloaks again. Mark, that's going to be one of those things that it's going to have to be an ordered thing. So if you want one, just get with me and we'll figure out what's a reasonable price for, you know, a lap blanket. Well, no, see what I did, Jatan, when I made these blankets, I could foresee, I was hoping that I would make something that they would still be able to use when they were 15 or 16 years old. That was my goal. So even Ladessa at 2, she would be dragging the blanket, and I mean, it was halfway down the hall, and she was just barely coming into the room.
She looked like Linus.
Yeah, so she grew into her blanket, but even now, I made it big enough when I was sewing them, when I cut the pattern, I made it big enough so that I could lay under it. Because I always thought, if my kids want to cuddle with me, I want to be able to fit them and me under the blanket. So that's what I did. I made the blankets big enough, and even now, it's funny that we're talking about this because the other day, she came up and she got on the couch and wanted to snuggle up with me, and she brought her blankie. And it's funny because she's always loved John Deere. Even at 2, she loved John Deere green. And so she picked a pattern that was John Deere, but it was in the nursery section fabric. So it's like the cute little cows and the cute little lambs and all that that you would think of a nursery print. So here she is now 10, and she's carrying around this John Deere blanket, but it's got these little cute nursery lambs and nursery cows on it. But it was awesome because I can still cuddle with her under it, and she's now 10 and I'm 40, and we both fit under the blanket just fine. So,
You're not 40 yet.
I turned 40 this year. So that's what he does most of his hunting on the ground. Yeah, I'll tell you, it's almost like a big huge cape.
Yeah.
And it's got a hood.
We'll get you some pictures. Now the bottom part of mine, because it's like 2 or 3 years old, it's kind of dangled up because the dog got a hold of it.
Well,
too.
the dog, he could smell.
Me.
Yeah. So.
And so he would pull it and.
Oh, okay. I was wondering about that. Allison's mom. I have to brag on my son Jeremy. Built himself a forge a few years ago. Also has metalworking machinery. Making a fantastic suit of armor and finished 2 lightsabers complete with sounds and buzz and lights. That's
cool.
Awesome. That is so cool.
That is awesome.
So,
I wish I had that gift. Metalworking.
yeah, the metalworking. That's
I can
definitely-
weld.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Nunda don't believe so. You know, Nunda left us. She's not here anymore. So, but I can weld. Uh-oh, here comes a child. What do you want?
I was just seeing if y'all need anything. I didn't know y'all were like.
I could get some more tea, please. Thank you.
Yeah,
So that's the whole reason why I let you stay living here. Don't fall down.
I heard that. I heard that. Yeah, that was funny. You can learn at next year's conference. If he could ever get out of his booth.
It's still raining? Yep, it's still
It's
raining.
supposed to be raining all night long.
Yeah.
Which means we'll actually get some rest tonight instead of sitting in a car till 3 in the morning.
that's
Ah,
gonna be
Laura
perfect.
said she's a professional welder. That's cool.
They're in California though, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My son loves welding, and I'm really, really hoping to make it to the conference next year. Yeah. That conference was fantastic. It was so much fun.
And look, here's please do, bandana. Here's something that was really cool about the conference. The Homesteaders of America conference, everybody.
What?
No.
Ecuador Homestead did a video on you, top 5. No, haven't seen it.
No. I don't even know who they are.
I don't. Wait, no, they were.
Oh, is that the guy that I was trying to...
I don't know. I think that name sounds familiar. Like they were.
The Rat Trap. The Rat Trap I got you. That we got to you. Pratt Mike.
Pratt Mike.
Pratt Mike. What was I talking about?
Ecuador Homestead.
No,
No,
before
the conference.
Oh. It was like a good family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was like-minded. Everybody got along. Nobody was stepping on each other's toes. And nobody was dogging anybody. We're all working. We were all working together to make a common goal to make that conference the best in the land.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to other folks about other conferences that happened this past year, and the one conference, I mean, they had some pretty big YouTube names there, and one of them's not going back.
Mm-hmm.
So
You're funny.
I'm just stretching.
Ecuador Homestead is a new channel. He's been in here a couple of times. He's a pretty cool young guy. All right, I have to go check it out.
You did a video. I don't see it.
Did you spell Ecuador right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see which one they're talking about. He's only been in maybe a couple of months. How to pour a foundation, how to grow sugar cane.
Sounds like I do need to check out his channel.
Cocoa trees.
Oh yeah, definitely gotta check out this dude's
Ah,
channel.
top 5 YouTube channels I like the most. Have to check that out.
Oh, please share. Please share. Please share.
What?
She said,
Oh, I have a really funny trapping story for you. Yeah.
Home Plays Journal. No, there's no gossip. I was just pointing out that everybody that came to this conference wants to come back. I've heard, like with some of the Mother Earth news conferences, people are like don't want to go back.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks.
Thanks, Bob.
I found it.
Bob's got a homestead. Bob's got
I've been out of the loop, thankfully. Well, yeah, we all try to stay out of it. So, Tangy said she loves your shirt. She just got a chance to read it. I got him that for the Marine Corps birthday last year. Stop! Anyway.
Everybody made this event amazing.
Yeah.
It took a village. And the village didn't let us down.
That's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That is absolutely correct.
But next year, we gotta have some cornbread.
Oh my god. I hope having to be drugged and stuff till November.
What's up, my bearded brother?
Steven says hi.
That's what I was just talking
Steven says hi.
about.
We can make it there all the way from Hawaii. I don't see why more people didn't go. I think it was more just trying to make sure we didn't overflow the place, right? We didn't want to wear out our welcome the first year. So I'm pretty sure she could have sold more
tickets.
Local at the very minimum. Cornbread and chili. That's what we need to have next year for the setup dinner. Or you could even do a chili contest. Let everybody bring their own kind of chili.
That is what we need to do that. We need to let the guys have a chili cook-off.
There you go.
And I'm finna spank some honey. Wax the floor with you.
Lots more people next year. We could have sold over for. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But for real, we need a coffee fountain. Absolutely. And Allie gave up Disney World to go to the conference. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Conference made me a believer. That's awesome.
I have a good excuse for not going this year. Yeah, we knew that was your grandbaby.
Mm-hmm.
Should I put some straight?
And we need to have different categories.
No,
like,
no, wait. Are you gonna just make it guys? I'll think about the chili cook-off. See, look at all these people.
How do I answer that and not
Be sexist?
Not get in trouble. See, here's the thing about chili. It's not that girls can't make chili. It's just we have a magic touch when it comes to chili.
I don't believe it for a second.
It's
No.
like chili.
No.
Yeah, it's a guy thing. It's like we don't
Coffee fountain, chili cook-off. You will need more potties.
and see, we need to have the chili cook-off. It needs to have different categories because some people like sweet chili, some people like a hot chili.
Some people, yeah.
Yeah.
Beaver, deer, buffalo, beef. Yep.
And so, and you got to have different categories. The hottest chili, the best tasting chili, the sweetest tasting chili, the chili that makes you fart the most. I mean,
That's a good idea, Amy.
what?
A Homestead Fellas YouTube channel of the guys from the conference. I'm the primary cook in the house. See, that's the same way there.
Look, I'm just look. I'm not insulting you females. Look, most of the time, I mean, my bride is a great girl. I didn't get, look, when I met Robin, I was skinny, okay? I was 180 pounds. You could have done your laundry on my stomach, okay? She packed it on me, because why? It's not like I'm drive-through fat. I'm old-fashioned fat. Robin can cook. What I'm saying is, there are certain areas that us men are just a little bit better at cooking.
I don't know how we missed that because it wasn't coming up in the chat. That'd
Yeah.
maybe help me move it up the porch and cover it with a tarp so it wouldn't get cold at night.
Just like guys on a grill. We cook better on a grill than most girls. Open fire.
Not just a guy thing. Night, Jack. My chili is delicious, and so is my cornbread, minus the private joke that I do not understand. Sweet and not. That's true too. Bandana Grandma said the same thing with cornbread. Some people like jalapeno cornbread. Some
Yep.
people like corn in their cornbread. Some people don't. Some people like it with sugar. Some people don't. So what you're saying is you want everyone to be a winner in the chili contest. Too many categories.
No, I'm really, there should only really be a sweet and a hot category. And you have to enter. You can't be in both. It's got to be which one
Gals
you...
make chili in a pot. Guys make chili that walks on the run or run. Huh.
Just like maybe we should have a barbecue rib cook-off.
Guys grill and do chili. We cook everything else. I'm not drive-through fat. I'm old-fashioned fat.
Yep. See, Mike is the camping cook.
So
and usually-
Allison's mom said, "Is the secret your dirty hands?" Jason will be saying that when you're waiting for breakfast tomorrow.
Now, Robin could cook over an open flame too. I'm not even going to take that from her because she cooked a pizza during deer season one time when I was coming back. It was archery season, wasn't it?
No.
I thought I had a bow.
You might. I don't know.
And it was to die for.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking, Amy. Like the night before we set up or something like that, do it so that it's not part of the actual conference, but it's like...
But they get the ribbon at the conference.
Right, okay, the guys slave away cooking and the women get to do the sitting, tasting, and judging. Yeah!
I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I am okay with... And then you can have the ladies can have a dessert contest. Pumpkin roll, baby, pumpkin roll.
Oh, that just wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't. Robin can cook, but Jason makes beaver burgers. Well, no, that's not even right. Because I make the beaver stuff. I make the beaver burgers, the beaver meatloaf, the beaver roast, barbecue roast. So, I mean, that's kind of the thing.
I think I might. Now, do I use Aunt Floyd's recipe for the sweet chili? Or
No.
do
I got dessert covered too, just saying.
Or do we go burn you on both ends?
See, that's the thing, is like, I don't understand why people make chili so hot you can't even freaking eat it.
Oh.
Anita said, I heard pumpkin roll. Yep, sorry, Robin wins. Oh, Mike could vote me to make a cheesecake. Oh, you know, now my son can make a cheesecake. I'm up from my nap. Hey, Ricky!
Ricky Wallace in
What's
the house.
up? We missed you.
So I watched Ricky's video today, and if you guys haven't seen Ricky's video of making the Big Bear beaver knife, go over there and check it out. He basically, from start to finish. Now he'll cut out spots where he's just beating on it and stuff, but
oh, alcoholic cheesecake? What? Hey, look, I'm all for that, John. I can't cook for crap, but I'll play guitar while you cook. Sounds good to me.
We do need to have a chili cook-off.
I'm telling you, I think it's a good idea. And I really do think, you know what would be kind of cool?
And you could sell, then after the judges go through, and then you could sell like $1 a bowl, real cheap. And then we could use that money raised that you could put it into either a homestead emergency fund, or we could give it to a charity.
Well, and I was just thinking about the same thing with the desserts. If the women would do desserts, we could slice those up, whether it's cake, cheesecake, things like that, and we could sell that as well, and maybe that might help for that emergency fund or something. Like, I think that would be really cool.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Holy cow, one slice is equal to a shot of alcohol. Sell People's Choice voting tickets. That would be cool. My belly still hurts when I eat eggs. It's just extra flavoring. You guys are so funny. But anyway, yeah, so a couple of good ideas. We need to go ahead and write those down.
Yeah. Amy, I have to contact a friend of mine. When we were doing the Hobby Farmers Association down in Augusta, he came up with an idea for a type of an award kind of thing. Let me contact him and see if I get the okay to use that idea. And if he gives me the okay, I'm going to hit you up, and I think it'd be something cool to be able to do.
Get a permit and certificate, but it's fine. Yeah, to sell the chili. Yeah, you would have to, but if it's in the same place as last year, you have a commercial kitchen. So it shouldn't be very difficult to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would think if we use the commercial kitchen. Now, I don't know, you might run into something with the, if somebody does like beaver or something like that. I don't know how that works. There you go. Hope is so smart. You're not selling the chili, you're selling tickets. It comes with free chili.
Yep. You know, I walked away from that Homestead conference on the ride home going, how are we going to be able to top that? And this is how. This is how. And that's one of the things that makes the Homesteading of America's conference, I think, better than just about any other conference there, because it's a group of people working together.
I just feel like that any conference we've ever been to, homeschool conferences, things like that. Like, this is the best conference that I've been to because everybody worked as one cohesive unit. Even like right now, this is a whole group of community coming together and saying, do this, do this, do this. You know what I'm saying? So that's, yeah. She did not just say amazeballs. What is that?
Don't ask what it is.
Oh my god, I have to use that. That's my new saying. It's amazeballs.
Oh, she's snorting now. You got her snorting, Amy. Congratulations.
That's almost as bad as raising.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna have 45 minutes of this now. Okay, the story. Let me tell you the story. While her giggle box has been punted across the room. When we first started on our homestead journey,
she said, "My work here is done."
we were researching. Well, we learned through the dairy cow that we had to start researching the livestock before we got it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were Googling stuff about pigs.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, well, we want to make sure that we've got everything that we need when we go get the piglets. And she goes, so she started typing in raising piglets, doing this, doing that. And I said,
I read an article, and it called them wiener
pigs
because they're weaned pigs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So without thinking at all, because a lot of times I type faster than I think. I typed into the Google search
raising wieners. Needless to say, she could not hit the X button fast enough. And then she was like this for an hour and a half. Of course, kids didn't help it when they'd come in and say poop. Because something about the word poop makes her get this way.
You're supposed to research info before you get the last. I know, right?
Yeah.
We learned from the dairy cow, but I mean, I just typed it in, not even thinking, and I was like, I typed in raising wieners.
Yeah. So from that moment on, obviously, Robin learned to put the child-proof thing on her Google search.
That was so bad. And then, of course, because I typed that in, Google, holds those kind of searches, right? So for the next month, I had stuff showing up in my Facebook side stuff. I had it showing up as suggestions. It was bad. Like, I finally had to get one of my friends who's really big on computers to help me clean stuff out so that I could get it to where it cleaned the search history. I need a shirt. That's
No,
amazing.
don't say that out loud because one of these crazy people is going to get you that shirt.
No, we need. I need a shirt that just says, "That's amazeballs," and then it just needs to say FFH. Fuel Family Homestead is what it, or Fuel Homestead. It just needs to say TFH on it. It doesn't even have to say. No, I typed it WEANER, but it did not matter. I'm telling you. It's horrible. You're not going to do a video on how to raise wieners, are you? We did one, we just didn't call it that. I'm so getting
Told you.
that shirt. It doesn't even just say that's amazeballs.
Have fun, Floyd. I hope you're not out there till 3 in the morning like we were.
Oh no. Well, he's going to rescue,
Yeah.
so hopefully it won't be that bad. But anyway, yeah, I'm all about some funny shirts. I gotta get my shirts. I'm gonna get some shirts made that say, the one that I have that says keep calm and clary on. I'm gonna have, that's gonna be the next shirt that we'll bring that to the conference next year.
Yeah.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Mhm.
Oh my God, that is so
Let
funny.
my people go. Pharaoh Amy.
Thank you so very much for the t-shirt. Woo! He got a shirt. I told you he got
Awesome
it. Oh, and
sauce.
Jatan was in here and she said she made it sound like she hadn't gotten hers yet. So Jatan, if you haven't gotten it today, it should be there. In all intents and purposes, it should be there Monday. If it's not there yet, it should be. Happy hookers. Yeah. See, there's a group of those people here. You need a shirt. I've got one. It actually says Clary. No, it says Clary the calm. Wait, what does it say? Clary the calm down and shut the Frank up. That's what it says. And I like that shirt. That's another one I want to get made up in masses. Clary the calm down and shut the Frank up.
Does it fit, Cab? Did we get the right size?
Nastiness comes up. Got my shirt today. There you go. I would love for y'all to take pictures of you in your shirt. I'm going to start putting those up on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes, please. If you got your shirt, please, Pratt, Cab, you guys take a picture of you guys wearing the shirt so we can put it up on the Instagrams and
Facebook
and stuff like
things
that.
like that. Like if you've been to the website, my picture of the beer stein is not the beer stein. It's John, Hope's husband, with the beer stein. So
matter of fact, anybody that's got one of our t-shirts or hats or hoodies, please take a picture of you in it.
I got
So
a
that
picture
way
from Trudy today. She got hers with her her hoodie on, and she absolutely loved it. And
Yeah, that hoodie is warm. I wore it out in Deer Stand.
I really, yeah. I'll tell you, the long sleeve shirt, I wore mine last Saturday, and it was almost too warm for us because we had a little bit of sun. And the thing I always go back to is we try to go with a nicer. We pay for a little bit. We pay for a little bit nicer quality stuff because we don't want to sell you junk. So the sweatshirt costs a little more because we spent a little bit more on the. Can you put a size chart for the sweatshirt? I'll tell you, they run true to size. I wear a medium, and I can wear a medium sweatshirt, no problem. But I liked wearing a large. I bought a large, and it works pretty nice. Yeah, Hope loves hers. If you watch her, a lot of her videos, you'll see her right after the conference. She wouldn't take it off.
Night, Mama. And
Night, Mama.
Cab, come on down, brother. Come on down. We'll treat you so many different ways when you're here. You're gonna like one of
You'll
them.
like one. So, Amy, I'm gonna work on sweatpants. I'm gonna try and talk to somebody a little bit higher up in the food chain because they were really high on sweatpants. I can understand a hoodie. A hoodie's got the pocket and the actual hood and
Is it a Gildan?
Gildan. Yeah, it is Gildan. Yeah. And they make fantastic stuff. But I'm telling you that the price that they wanted to quote me for sweatpants for just because what I was going to do is
Yes, we do.
The name that was on the side of the shirts, I was going to put that down the leg of the sweatpants.
Nope, we're putting a paw print on the booty.
I don't know about that.
Yes, putting a paw
I
print on
don't
the
know
boot.
about that.
2 paw prints.
No. Although, my most favorite pair of workout shorts when I was in high school was back when I went to camp at Clemson. And it had a tiger paw print. And it said something like Kick and Tail in Tiger Town or something like that. Loving the t-shirt, hoodie, and the cap. If you're not a hoodie or a hat person, a hoodie or a t-shirt person, the caps are, I was really pleasantly, I don't want to say surprised, because I wasn't really surprised, but I was pleased with the quality, because it's really hard to look at pictures of hats and not know for certain what it was. They probably don't have the pant arm and screens for the pants yet. I don't know. I would, well, maybe, pause down, have a shirt to go with the sweatpants that says I had a close call with Big Bear Homestead. That would be cool. Have to take it off the whoa, thank you. Have to what did it say?
Which one?
Have to take it off to wash it, honey. You'll stink after a while. Well, what was funny with Hope, and I know she's going to contact me.
Thank you, Cab.
I know she's going to contact me once they get more financial, they get everything under control and they're back to, their norm. She's probably going to order another hoodie. Because her original explanation of why she got the size that she got was because she wanted her and John to be able to wear it, either one
John
of them.
ain't got a chance.
John's never going to get that hoodie. I'm just telling y'all right now, it ain't ever happening. So, I'm pretty sure he's going to end up having to get his own if he wants to wear one. Or what she's going to do? She's had this plan the whole time. She bought it in his size. She's going to wear it until it kind of loses its newness, and then she's going to give it to him and then get another one. Let's see, what brand of hats did you get? They are expensive too. That's why we didn't do hats this year. I don't know what the brand of the hat was. I could probably find out for you, but it was a good, and they aren't too terribly bad. My hats are $20. I don't make a lot off them, but it was a reasonable price for a hat because it's embroidered. It's a full embroidered image. It's not like, some of these you see that are just like vinyl, almost like a regular t-shirt. So it's definitely a good quality hat. So I was really happy with those so that I could, I don't ever like to sell something that I think is going to be trash.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
In our first set of t-shirts that we came out with...
We thought they were going to be great.
We thought they were going to be good, but the older they got, the
trashier they got.
Yeah, so we kind of decided,
Now, I like that. I'm Big Bear certified.
I love it.
That's cool. Okay, guys. Well, we've been on for almost 2 hours.
A while.
Yeah.
Outdoor cap. Okay, there you go.
She's probably wearing it right now.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it wasn't screen printed. It was actually embroidered.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Lisa Booker.
Are we insomniacing tonight? Done had my nap.
You want to?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
What's the name of the embroidery printing place? It's called ndesigns.net, I think, or com. I'm sure I'm saying this, and as soon as I say it, Green Gables is going to put it up for you, because she's who I got it from. Lisa Booker, that's a name I haven't seen you in a while. Lisa Booker got some dog beds from me. I made her some dog beds, and she sent me the coolest pictures of how her dogs just absolutely loved them. So that was really cool. Robin, is sweatshirts the same brand as the t-shirts? Yes. Looking at the size chart. Yes. They're Gildan as well. I'm pretty sure they are. You've got yours right here. Well, you could see Jason was so hot he had to take his off. Yeah, it's a Gildan heavy blend. Jason wears a 2X in a t-shirt, and this is a 2X in a sweatshirt, and it's fine. Yes, Insomnia will be on the same channel.
Yes.
And Designs, there it is, .net. Jason didn't say hello to me on Insomnia either.
Yes, I did.
Jason!
Yes, I did.
I love the name on the sleeve. You know, I can't take credit for that.
That was
Nicole's idea. You know, she does a lot of marketing stuff, and she sent me a message, and she said, look, I've seen your other shirts. She was the first one to buy one of our shirts. And she said, if I were you...
As soon as we're off here, Bob, I'm going to go check him out.
She said, if I were you, I would take and put the name down the sleeve. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. So, yeah, of course, Jason is hot. Yep. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. So
we're going to go ahead and call it for this live stream. We're going to go ahead and call it. Mm-hmm. And we'll be back at 11?
Sure.
We'll be back at 2300 for Insomnia.
Yep.
So we will see you guys then. Thank you guys for everything. Hope. Thank you.
Yes, thank you all.
You guys that sent stuff to the PayPal. For the stuff that you're ordering and all the love and the encouraging messages and text messages and all that stuff. Love you guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Okay, real quick before we go. Green Gables said put the website on it next time. We did on the back of the short sleeve. I didn't put it on the long sleeve because it's a long story, but we will on the next ones. I'm not going to put it on the hoodie though. But we'll put it on the back of the short or the long sleeve. So anyway, all right, y'all.
All right, so we'll see you in about an hour.
Love y'all. Have a good night.
Remember, be kind to one another. You don't know what that other person's going through. Mm-mm. And just by smiling or a kind word, you can change somebody's day. So remember that. Don't be quick to judge. Remember to be kind to each other. And remember. Recycle, reuse, repurpose. Stop filling. Let's help do our part. Stop filling up those landfills. So that way guys like me and Mark and John will always have a place to go in the great outdoors to hunt and trap.
Yep.
You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. If you're there for Insomnia, great. Got something bothering you? Come on by Insomnia. We'll treat you so many different ways. You're going to like one of them.
And don't forget, tomorrow night we'll do our oils class.
Oils class.
At 7.
Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Now that's one it's going to be a good 2-hour class. We always stop right before the Aldermans come on, or at least we try to. And so that's a good one. Good one. You want to tell them what we're doing? Or do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, it's going to be a surprise.
I got to figure it out tonight.
All right, thank you guys for everything. We love you.
Good night.
See you in Insomnia or tomorrow. Bye.